let's go and get into the sports world. I seen that Kobe Bryant, he just passed Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list. So now the list, the top four is Kareem, Karl Malone, Kobe, and then MJ. So, I mean, what does that mean to you?
It doesn't really mean anything to me. I never really looked at points scored as a indicator of how great a basketball player was. I like to look at more of the team accomplishments, such as championships and finals appearances and things of that nature. Those Kobe has all those things as well, but I never really looked at the points scored as a big thing. But it's an individual accomplishment, and you know, I know for Kobe he's going to downplay it, but it means a lot for him to be on any list with Michael Jordan. You already know that.
So do you think that has anything to do with Kobe being better than Mike? Do you think that? Where do you think Kobe stands as far as like the top greatest players of all times?
Did you just say that it has anything to do with Kobe being better than Mike?
Yeah.
You have to stop. You have to stop smoking bath salts or whatever it is that you're doing. Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan are not in the same category. They're just not. I mean, Kobe's similar, but they're not the same. They're not in the same lane. They might, like, the analogy I like to use to people is like Kobe can sit at the table, but Michael Jordan will always be at the head of the table, no matter who else is invited to sit at the table with them.
Now, I'm a Kobe fanatic. Like, I still got a Kobe poster in my crib, but as an adult, but I know that MJ is better than Kobe. Like, I know that for a fact, but like, what made you think like that? Like, is like Kobe in your top five?
I don't know if I would have Kobe in my top five yet. I think he still needs to get another championship, but you know, I got Kareem up there. I got Kareem, Mike, Magic, Bird, and then maybe Kobe. Well, I guess Kobe would be before Bird if he has more championships. I would have to look at, you know, I know Jalen Rose published a list not too long ago, and his list had Kobe, I believe, at 8 or 7.
Man, but I mean, so what are you basing that? Like, so why don't you think that Kobe is in the same breath as Mike? Like, I'm interested in that.
They're just two different people. I think that Kobe Bryant played with a little bit more talent. He played with one of the most dominant big men. Jordan never had a big man. I feel like Kobe played with a better point guard. Jordan never really played with a point guard. I felt like, you know, when Kobe did it again, he had he had two great big men, and he also had a great sixth man. So it was like Jordan never really had that level of talent. Yeah, they had Horace Grant, they had Dennis Rodman, but I mean, all you could really argue is that Jordan had basically him and Pippen and Phil Jackson. Like, you really couldn't argue that Jordan had greater talent. I think Jordan did more with less.
Listen, Michael, those both teams, like, there was no slouch. Like, Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, they're Hall of Famers. Like, Dennis Rodman is one of the best defensive players of all time. Scottie Pippen, he's in the 50 greatest players ever. Like, Dennis Rodman, he won championships with the Bad Boys. Like, that team was like Tony Kukoc, who was a great sixth man. He was like the Lamar Odom of that Bulls team. Or Lamar Odom with Tony Kukoc. He came off the bench. He was left-handed. He was a sixth man. Like, the Bulls team was no slouches. I mean, like, Kobe did play with, you know, Shaq was obviously going to be at the Hall of Fame and was one of the most dominant centers of all time. But, like, besides the year they played with Glenn Rice, like, really, who else was on that squad? Like you said, he had a good point guard. Like, pull up Fisher's stats. Like, Fisher's stats were not that good. I don't think he ever averaged more than double digits. Like, I don't think he even got the double digits going. His assist wasn't up to par. Towards the end of his career, like, defensively, he was just a major liability. Like, whenever a point guard played the Lakers, Fisher got cooked. So I don't think Fisher was that great. Like, I'd rather have Ron Harper at the point that Ron Harper was when he was with Mike. Like, Fisher, he wasn't really up to par, so I can't agree with that argument. Like, I do think MJ was better, but that's not the reasons why.
I just think that Jordan had a little bit less talent. He did, to me, he did more with less. And Jordan was a better offensive player. He was more polished. Kobe Kobe
offensively they got all the same moves.
But I'm saying Kobe's not as efficient. Like, low key, Kobe's a very streaky shooter. To me, Jordan was a much more consistent offensive player too.
I think right now, like, Kobe's shooting percentage right now at this point of his career isn't at his best, but that's because he's in his like mid to late 30s now, and he's not getting to the rack. He's shooting jump shots. Like, if you're shooting jump shots, his shooting percentage is not going to be that great. So that's why his percentage is the way it is right now. So